Hi everybody, it's your girl Wandika, originally from Jamaica, back with another December book share. So I continue what I've done in the last video in that I'm gonna start with Sunday the 6th and end on the 12th, but it's mainly gonna be a lot of collaging and some journaling. Most of the journaling I'll do afterwards, but I did do a watercolor piece on the 12th, so on the last page for this video I will have a small watercolor piece. So I came across this picture in my stash from last year, and since the prompt had remember, I decided I would use it, especially since I haven't been very festive in the decorations inside my apartment this time around. So I thought that was a great opportunity to use the picture that I don't believe I've used in my last December daily. It could have been a copy or a picture I just didn't use. Either way, I thought it would be fine to use it on the 6th because I didn't take a picture that day and it was Sunday and it was an opportunity for me to talk about that. What you will see too is that in my journal I do a lot of things in terms of journaling off camera, and so even if in the video I don't do a lot of journaling on the actual page, I will probably work on it later on. So I have provided the space to write more, to add more, but it's a good way for me to think about layout. Sometimes I have no idea what's gonna go on a page, but I did plan out a few in this book before, ending the video last time. I thought, well, what would work on this page? And sometimes I go through with the plan and sometimes I add something completely new. And so it's just a matter of what looks good in the moment of working. And this sticker book that I've been using has a lot of vintage kind of stickers. Some of them may not immediately work as Christmassy or relating to what I'm doing, but it's always stimulating to look at these pictures, and I know that I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it as well. This day is a day that I didn't do that much in terms of journaling right away, and I know I'll come back to this page later on. But for now, I'm just gonna let the video run and let you just watch me change my mind about things, add things, and see the pages come to life. As some of you know now, my book came out last month, and from time to time you'll see me journal about it, because here is one of my closest friends. She got her copy. I sent a signed copy to her, and she posted about it, and so I documented that for today. And don't forget, you can get your copy from People Tree Press, or you can pre-order it from Amazon, and you should get it on the 28th of January. But for People Tree, which is in the UK, you can order it right now and you'd get it earlier. So just another announcement about that. I'm very, very, very proud of it. This was something that I worked on as part of my dissertation, completed in 2018. Added a few stories, sent it out, and got a favorable response from People Tree Press, and the rest is history. So the stories are really about Black Caribbean women and their being in America and at home. How do they navigate certain situations between sense of belonging, love, all of that good stuff. And I will of course keep you posted about when I will do readings and so on. And I do want to give away a copy to a subscriber. I'm working on how I'm going to set up that reading and make it a lot more interesting. So look out for that. I was so excited to see this paper pack with women of color, and so of course I had to incorporate it in some way in my journal spread. I do go back and add them in other places, But as I said, when I don't take a picture that day, or if I'm doing it belatedly, I can't remember exactly what I did that day, I always just look to my stash for inspiration. And I was glad that I came across this paper pack that I got some time ago with these women. Representation does matter because, as you can imagine, many of my spreads I've had images of people who don't look like me, and you just kind of accept it as the norm, but it's really not. So it's good to see in the planner world, in the crafting world, images that reflect you as a Black person. So I finally did some Christmas shopping on this day. It was good. I had gone to the post office. I had, and I was out. I said, you know what? Let's get some of these things off the list today. I don't love shopping for toys, but I just keep thinking about the faces of my nieces and my nephew when they get their gifts, so that's what keeps me motivated. But trust me, I don't know how you feel about it, but shopping at Christmas time can be a little bit overwhelming for me. But as I said, I'm happy to do that, because what's the main reason that you're doing it? So basically that's mostly what I will be documenting on this day. It's just, what meetings I had and Christmas shopping. I've been having some health issues recently, and I debated whether or not I would, put that down in a journal, but it's part of my life, it's part of what's been going on. So when I have to go in to do tests and doctor's visits, you know, I'm going to document it. Probably won't go into detail about what's happening, but it's something that I decided, you know what? This is what happened on that day. I'm going to put it in my journal. And if I'm going to write about it, there'll be pockets on the page I can write about it if I want to go back and write about it and put information in there. So that's basically what is going on with me wearing a gown and just to do some outpatient tests and stuff like that. So normally I do a lot of scrapbooking type of journaling, collaging. I really find it relaxing, and I really missed it when I was really consumed with teaching online, creating videos for students, grading, trying to sort out writing. All of that is something that I know that makes me a lot more centered. But as you know, I'm also a watercolorist, and I haven't done any paintings in a while, and I rarely do paintings in my journals. But I don't know, watching a lot of journal videos lately, I began to realize that even if it's a small sketch or a little doodle or a small painting, I should try to incorporate that more, exercise that muscle a lot more, than when I'm planning to do a painting, or if I'm just doing a sketch in my, watercolor book or something like that, that it can become part of the spread or the layout. There are lots of things that I can try to do. I could do a lot more drawing. I could do a lot more calligraphy. I'm not somebody who does lettering. It's something I want to learn more of and use more. It did seem a little intimidating, but then I said, well, I'm an artist. It's something I can learn. It's not my medium. It's not my focus usually. I do mostly pastoral kind of paintings, landscapes, seascapes, those kinds of things, floral paintings. And so I think I'm going to try to incorporate more of that in my journal. It's just that it takes a lot of time. Sometimes you just want to do a quick page, and especially then if I have to document it for you for the channel, it takes a lot of time editing it, making sure that I make everything presentable. And so we'll see how that goes, but I really want to incorporate more of the sketching, more of the drawing, painting element in my work. So you'll see me put down a piece of watercolor paper, and then I'll just show you just pretty much like what I'm doing here with a scrapbook paper. You'll just see how this piece came to life. I wanted to incorporate something within the page because it's winter, but it felt very much like a fall scene with all the leaves and the trees turning. And so I thought, on this day I went to the thrift store, and I love getting earthenware, woodwork, stationery, those kinds of things I get from the thrift store. And I got a really cool clay pot, and I wanted to incorporate that in the sketch, as well as bring out the reds and the yellows of that scene of walking there and seeing all of the leaves on the ground. So that's basically what I'll show you here. there you have it. I added a few things to the pages from that paper pack I told you about, and then of course, as you know, I'll go back and write some more, especially for places that I have pockets. There are more things I may want to say, because right now I don't have a personal journal made, so I do a lot more personal journals in the pockets. So this way I can share it with you without having to divulge private feelings. But I really liked how everything turned out, and I'm excited to continue for the next week. And I'll see you guys then. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Walk good.